I am Melissa. Welcome back to the Single Mom Homestead. Today I'm going to give you a tour of one of the rooms here in the farmhouse. This will be my first tour of anything here on the inside, and today I'm going to be showing you the living room. I actually just redecorated this room a few months ago. After my husband left, I just needed things to be new and different around here. But there is a lot of original features still in this room, and I can't wait to show you it. And here is the living room. I just love this room so much. It is in the heart of the farmhouse, right in the middle. We spend most of our time here, and I'm going to show you every detail about it. So this is the original fireplace, but no, that is not a real fire in there. The damage to the chimney was so extensive on the inside that it was going to be just an astronomical amount of money to fix it to have real fires in it again. I love fires. I love the ambiance. So I came up with another solution. I had another TV sitting around the house. I stuck it back in the fireplace, and I just turn on a fire ambiance, and I can have a fire any time of the year. Notice on this side of the living room it looks like a log wall. No, that is not original. When we first moved in, I wanted an accent wall around the fireplace, and so I bought some plywood and cut it into misshapen shapes and stained it and spaced them on the wall, and then I put some drywall mud between them to make it look like a faux log wall. And it's been up there for almost 5 years now, and I still absolutely love it. So as you'll notice, there are doors on either side of this room. Now, up until about maybe 10 years ago, if that, there was U-shaped porches on either side of these doors that went directly outside. The people that we bought the farm from, they took the porches down and closed it in. The one on the left goes to a guest bathroom and the coat closet, and the one on the right goes to a small room at the top of the stairs that go to the basement. But from what I've researched, it appears that these doors were actually funeral doors. They would bring the casket in one side and out the other. And I've actually found some newspaper stories from the late 1800s that the family that built this house and lived in it, the England family, they actually lived here for at least 100 years. They had funerals here in the house. And so I would imagine that they did have them in this room, and that's what these doors were used for. This mantle is not original, but it is a piece of very old barn wood that we found here in the barn. And I just decided it would look really neat as a mantle. It was a super easy project, and I think it's kind of fitting to have a piece of the barn in the farmhouse. And as I was talking about the fireplace, you can see the brick is quite old. It's been charred. We're talking about a 160-year-old fireplace, but the history of it is just neat, and I just love it. Most of the doors on the inside of the farmhouse still have the original knobs and locks, and I do have the original skeleton key for this one, although I don't use it, but it is still in great condition. You can even see the marbling on the knob. Just a great piece of history. This bookshelf actually used to be a window that overlooked the porch. And when they took the porch down and closed it in, they just kept the window casing and they made this fun little bookshelf out of it. All of the interior doors and the door casings are original to the home. I do believe at one time they were stained, but they've been painted many times over the years. And I just recently painted them this pink color to go with my wallpaper. Here's an up-close look at my wallpaper I just installed a few months ago. I actually bought this about 5 years ago at Goodwill. I got it for $1 a roll. And I've been saving it all this time, and I'm so glad I did because I love how it looks in this room. Also, this large metal medallion on the ceiling This is not original to the home. The previous owners installed it, but I do love how it looks. These are the original wood floors. As I had stated before, construction began in 1860, and these floors are about that old. You can even see there's a square nail in the floor. A lot of history on these floors. And something I found interesting, I have found this in more than one room here at the farmhouse, that it appears in the olden days they would stain or finish around their area rugs. See, it's like that all the way around the room. But I think it's just an interesting piece of history here to the farmhouse, and I am proud to display it. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of the living room here at the farmhouse. There's a lot more rooms and details that I can't wait to share with you in the future. And I hope you enjoyed the history. Like I had stated in my first video, there's a lot of history here at the farmhouse. This farm was continuously owned by the same family for at least 100 years. And I have really enjoyed researching it, researching the family and everything that I can find about them. And I just feel privileged that I am able to take care of such a special place. And I hope to see you in the next video.